It's all live. It's all live.
We are back with another interesting episode. Welcome again. It's our live, Regime Live. It's Regime Live. Follow the Instagram, all up on the screen. Also follow the Twitch because we will be doing live episodes where you could join us and comment in on what we're talking about, and that would be so amazing. And subscribe to the YouTube channel, okay?
Yes.
It's Regime Live. I'm here again with the fabulous Juicy Berry.
Juicy Berry.
Everything all good? How's things been?
Good.
After that last episode, which we got good feedback on.
A very good feedback.
How did you find it?
Nerve-wracking. But now I feel good.
Yeah, man. You came through, you did your thing, all right? And she was supernatural, okay?
Yeah.
Today's episode, okay, is a very, very important episode. We are diving deeper into situations and conversations that people rarely have. We like to tackle conversations that people find it uncomfortable to have.
Yes.
This is the type of topic that people want to be understood rather than misunderstood.
Yeah.
So we are going to try and cover all bases, not be biased at all, and just be truthful. Okay? I understand any situation a parent might be in, dealing with legal reasons. For these legal reasons to be involved, and a mum or a dad can't see their child or children. Okay? So we understand there might be situations for legal reasons that these things might happen. And to be honest, I haven't even said the topic yet, so I'm going to say the topic. And the topic is, why do mums tell dads they can't see their children? Okay, so as you can understand, for legal reasons there might be situations going on, and we can't really talk on the legal reasons because for every legal reasons why there might be a parent not being able to see their child, I mean, that's just unfortunate, and you got to pray for them situations. But at the same time, there's a common affair between mums, well, men and women that co-parent, that deny access to a child seeing their father, okay? And the child is used to hurt or punish the father, okay? We're just going to start there. I want to just get some of your feedback on what I've just said there, and we'll go from there. So talk to me. The situation why mums don't let dads see their children, what would you start off by saying?
Okay, just to clarify, any topics, well, on this topic, what I'll be talking about is experiences that I've been through friends and stuff like that, okay? So I just want to clarify that.
Yeah.
Why do mums tell their dads they can't see their children? First things first, depending on the situation, I think it's stupid. Straight up and down, depending on the situation, okay? So let's cut it straight down, right? Things that I don't agree with, a woman stopping the dad seeing their children. Number one.
These will be the reasons why
I don't agree with it, yeah? So you've got financial reasons, number one. I can imagine the heads are turning while I'm saying this.
So can we kind of dive into what, like, your reasons, and explain what the reasons might be and what the effects might cause. So for financial reasons, if a mum has a financial issue, is what you're trying to say.
Yeah,
with
like
a
for
father.
instance, you know, I've actually witnessed situations where, you know, women have stopped, you know, the dad seeing their kids because, he didn't pay his money this month, so that's it.
He ain't seen his kids.
He ain't seen his kids. He didn't pay me their £100. Pause. Right? That thing irritates me. Yeah. The reason why it irritates me, and I'm a woman, and I'm a single mum. Yeah. So let me clarify this. Yeah, I'm a single mum. Right. This is what irritates me. It's the fact that there's too much women out there that depend a lot on a man during these circumstances. And when I say this, is the reason why I say this, right? Because I want to make sure I get this clear. When it comes to situations like that, okay, 2 people make a child. Totally understand that. And yes, 2 parents should be financially involved in the upbringing of their child. Totally get that. However, we cannot, force someone to do something that they don't want to do. Yeah, it's out of our hands.
Straight.
Why am I putting my stress on myself because I'm waiting? For example, my daughter's dad, for example, he can turn around and say to me, oh, I'm giving you £50 at the end of the month. And when the end of the month comes, he don't give it to me. And then I'm going to be running him down for the £50. So here's what I did, in this situation, financially, My mum always taught me, you know what? When you get into a relationship with someone, friends, anything, just remember that person's not always going to be there. So make sure you got your stuff together, I realised this the hard way after having my child, okay? So when I say this, it's the fact that I had to boss up within myself. I had to say, you know what? I'm asking him for money so often, I'm not receiving it. Yeah. So what am I gonna do?
Yeah.
I've got to figure out what I'm doing within myself, and that kind of gave me the encouragement. Not a lot of people would agree with this, but still, I would not stop him from seeing Kaya.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, it's not me he's disappointing, it's Kaya, number one. And when she gets older, I'm just giving an example here. When she gets older, he has to deal with the consequences where it comes to, oh, Dad, why didn't you do this for me? And why didn't you do that for me?
So that point right there, I mean, let's say he, like you just said, I'll stem it back to obviously when you started, and there is a situation with women being able to rely on a man and not being able to rely on a man. And I know both sides of that party. Okay. I know, and from first hand, I know women in my family that can't rely on their children's father. Okay. And I know probably the same relatives that can't rely on them. Some of them might be told they might be getting some money but don't. And that's one way they can't rely on them. Or some just don't have contact with their child's father. So regardless, they find a way to make sure that where the money won't be provided, there would always be a plan B if the money is not provided. Do you understand what I'm saying?
And when you say the plan B,
that's just doing what you got to do.
You got to do what you got to do.
Yeah. Them things tend to happen. Now, when you mentioned, like, when that happens, he's letting down Kaya. In a fact, he is. In a sense, he is. And he's also kind of still messing you around as a mother, because it does help if you do come and give the money, but if you promise money and don't come through, then it kind of messes you about. Now, when we talk about him messing around Kaya, in all reality he is. But she's not aware of it yet, in a sense. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because you will always have her back. You always cover up for...
Totally get that. However, children will observe and watch what you do. Oh, mummy did this and mummy did that. And I noticed that from a young age, growing up, with my scenario, my parents were together, they got separated, and then I was obviously living with my mum for how many years after my dad separated. I acknowledge what my mum did for me.
Yeah.
Do you understand? I'm not saying that my dad wasn't in my life, you know. He was in my life. But
I'm
financially...
just saying, what Kaya don't know doesn't hurt her.
It doesn't hurt her.
In her eyes, until she has her own relationship with her dad...
That's when she's
not being let down until she's independently got her own relationship with her dad. And you protect her from that, regardless.
Protect her, yes.
Even if you're not doing him favours, you're doing her favours. Now, if he was on jolting with money, basically you're saying that still wouldn't be a reason why you stop her.
No,
because she still has a relationship
The relationship is
to
the
bond
key.
with him.
There's some children out there that don't have a relationship with their dad at all.
Yeah.
Like, at all. Period. Like, sometimes I've got two sets of friends. I've got friends that have their baby fathers in their lives, and I've got friends that don't have their baby fathers in their kids' lives. Yeah, right. And I've seen the damages that it causes the children. Do you understand? This lot on this side want to stop their baby father seeing their child because they ain't getting their money every month. When a child is used to seeing their dad every weekend, and then you're just gonna cut it off like that.
So is the relationship with the child and their child's father anything important to that mother then? If what she's not satisfied with, she's cutting off all ties between the father and the mother. So is that allowed? Is that what we're saying?
It's not. It shouldn't be allowed.
It shouldn't be allowed.
No.
What is the reason? Like, just one main reason why, let's say, someone you know or someone you know of or we know of would do that. Like, what would that woman be going through for her to kind of just be like, right, I'm not happy with this, and if you think you're seeing your child again, think again.
There's a lot of reasons it could be, right? There's a lot of reasons. You know, women are emotional creatures, okay? So we talked about the financial aspect of things, yeah? There could be another thing where you guys could break up. He's moved on into a different relationship. She's going to feel a way like, I don't want this woman to play mother for my child. Do you know what I mean? Like, all that stuff comes into a woman's head. Like, I ain't going to lie, no woman watching this, yeah, has never felt a way with someone that they've loved, that they're not with anymore, feel a way like, raw, like, he's with somebody else. Like, all these thoughts come into your head, innit, yeah? No one cannot say they haven't thought like this, yeah? And this is what I'm saying, that could be another aspect of it as well, yeah? Let's be real, yeah? We don't want no next woman up in our child like that, yeah? We're mummy. Do you know what I mean? That's how some women think of it. I'm mummy. I don't want no one to be, you know.
I don't think anybody can tell you you're not mummy if you push that you out. All right?
Totally.
And when a relationship's over, yeah, all there needs to be is a mutual understanding and respect between you and this man.
Of course, but some women don't take. Some women.
They're not willing to have.
No.
It's so easy, basically.
No, they're gonna make that guy's life hell.
So do you think most of when, like, most women, when these things are going on, it's easier to have it as a statistical situation afterwards, basically.
Yeah.
We hate each other, we don't like each other. I'll put my foot in whatever you're trying to do.
Yeah.
Where my kids are concerned.
Some women are like that, and I'll be real. I'll be real, because I was that woman at the beginning. I was that woman.
Yeah.
What, you done me dirty?
Yeah.
And then you're quick to move on with somebody else?
Yeah.
Are you mad?
Yeah.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
I was that woman. Do you get what I mean?
I was that man when I broke up with my kid's mum.
Yeah.
Because I was still in my feelings.
Yeah.
I wasn't actively trying to be a father straight away. I was still in my feelings.
Yeah.
So when it was like, we just need to talk about only things that concern our daughters, that would wind me up, because I wasn't over my kid's mum.
Yeah.
I need you to look after the kids on the weekend.
Your response is nah.
I'm not feeling that.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to say. But when enough was enough, I gradually heard what she wanted me to do, and that was just be a father in my kid's life.
Yes.
And I was ready to do that.
Yeah.
The thing about my situation is now, when I started doing that, and I was actually getting used to being a father and enjoying it, yeah, there was times where, I don't know, let's just say I was doing well. I would post up stuff with me and my kids. People would say how much they love seeing me with my kids, and then I might have got a new girlfriend.
Yeah.
Okay. What, play dates or whatever, or just meet me at the park or whatever. Now, the same woman that just wanted me to be an active father in my kid's life was causing me more aggro, because it just seemed like she wanted to dictate I needed to be a father now.
Yeah.
Now-
Did this happen when you started seeing other people, or did it happen before?
This is still happening.
Wow.
This is still happening. So, yeah, it happened when I was seeing people.
Yeah.
Yeah, it happened after I stopped seeing that person.
Yeah.
My thing with women that are mums is,
Yeah.
if you're finished with your child's father,
Yeah.
be finished with him.
Of course.
If you're not with your child's father no more, there is no such thing as I'm not talking to you.
Of course.
Because we're not together. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
We don't share bills and that together. We're not in that communication space no more.
110%.
Do you understand what I'm trying to say?
Yeah. I
So-
totally agree with you.
I shouldn't still witness your emotions about me in any type of way.
No.
I shouldn't be able to get to you in any form of way.
No, you
Do you see what I'm trying to say?
Mm-hmm.
And this is what I have an issue with. I've got a lot of issues. I'm not here sitting on the fence and being like, well, I'm trying to just dictate or pick out where men can sound great. No, we're gonna get to that.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm trying to say?
Of course.
I'm
We're breaking
talking
it
about
down.
what could immediately disturb a pattern that's supposed to be on the right path of co-parenting. Do you get what I'm trying to say? And a lot of emotions play into this.
Totally agree.
If things don't go a certain way or you don't kind of like something, men too,
Yeah.
we throw our toys at the pram.
Yes.
We
you
want to
do.
spoil everything for everyone. That
Yeah.
includes myself, you, and the kids. Okay? And I've been a part of that. I've been a part of maybe my emotions hasn't been on the right sort of like situation, or for the situation. My mood hasn't been right for that situation because I might raise my voice in front of my kids. Do you get what I'm trying to say? I might slam the door on the way out in front of my kids, and that's only because me as a man needing things to kind of be straightforward and not no aggro because you're not my woman. Your emotions and how you're feeling towards whatever I might have said or done just to be doing what I'm doing.
Yeah.
You're not feeling it. I feel some type of way because I just feel like you shouldn't be telling me how I should be a dad because I don't tell you how to be a mum.
Yeah.
Do you understand what I'm saying? You have never been a dad in your life.
Exactly. So how can you dictate?
How can you tell me
But do
what
you
I
know
should
again
do
what
as
it
a dad?
is? You know what that is. You know what that is, and this is where us women get it. We go too far with this. It's the fact that we automatically feel we're on like a pedestal when we give birth to a man's child. Yeah. And let's be real here, people. Like, I feel like you should treat me like this. Like, I pushed out your child. This is how some women feel. So you need to treat me like that. That's why some women feel like they can dictate to you.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. Especially when you do move on or whatever. They feel like, no, hold on. You should be doing this. Because they feel like, hold on.
So
like,
what's that
child.
what's that mainly to do with though? If you have so much, emotions riding on what your ex-partner and your child's dad should be doing, how much does that say about your feelings still for that man?
Well, obviously that person has strong feelings for you.
So when that person has strong feelings for that man still, allegedly, what does it benefit if she denies access to that man's child now?
It doesn't give them any benefits.
Why is that the common thing that men will suffer with in today's world for going through what they're going through with that woman?
Because the child is what will trigger you.
So women, let me get this straight.
Yeah.
So if a woman's upset with a man,
Yeah. Some
there's
women.
some women.
Yeah.
If some women are upset with the man that they had a child with,
Yeah.
out of everything in the world,
Yeah.
they will use their child.
Yeah, some women do.
Do they?
That's me being 100. Some women
Is it
do.
something they can? Is it something that later on in life, when that child's older, you can actually tell and admit that to that child that this is what I used to do?
No, they would never admit it.
Do you get what I mean?
They would never. You think a woman's going to admit
do you get what I mean?
to their child the reason why you couldn't go football with your dad on a
Yeah,
Sunday evening
or the reason why you
was
never
because
spent most
I
of these
cannot
time- yeah.
stand him and his new
And I
woman.
stopped him from seeing you.
They would not tell their child.
I stopped your
Do
dad
you know-
from seeing you.
Do you know what it is? It's learning how to let go of a situation. And let's be real.
What's the situation?
Okay, you guys break up. You guys break up, but you guys was in something previously, yeah? And what is, some people take breakups differently. Some people don't get over it for years. I know girls that broken up with their boyfriend like 5 years ago and still be like, I remember the time. Like, they still haven't let go, yeah? So that is why it can be hurtful for a woman. Do you understand? Seeing you move on, especially if they ain't moved on yet, that's the worst. If they haven't moved
I
on
can
yet.
sympathise with things like that.
And it hurts because it's like, hold on, you was with me. They don't think about what happened. You was with me. We have kids together.
Yeah.
And how you've moved on. Like, that hurts.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Hurts some women like
So
proper
why can't
hurts.
men deal with that vulnerable woman instead of
You
a
men
vindictive?
don't have patience for that, man.
I'm saying the reason why there might not be patience for a man to deal with a woman because men don't get to deal with the vulnerable woman. Men get to deal with the vindictive woman.
They have to.
And this is why we still love women, because they still tend to show emotions regardless. But towards men, it always seems to be the wrong
The wrong way.
emotions for men to deal with.
Because that's the only way. It's showing a sense of power, control.
Do you understand? That's what all I get
Power
from women
and control.
Is you giving me ultimatums?
Yeah.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
With
Put my hands up, I've done that.
It's just like ultimatums with how stressed you're making me,
Yeah.
and this ain't fair.
This ain't fair. I have my kids 24 hours
Do you
a
understand what
day.
I'm saying?
You have them every other day of the week. But
But just
you've
like
got
how
to
you
understand
explain
it
to
for
me when women haven't moved on yet, and it's just like this, and the way you was explaining to me there, like
they haven't moved on yet.
90% of women ain't doing that. We're not breaking up and keeping it 100 with each other.
No.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
And the communication's gone. Like, a lot of people don't. You see, when you break up, normally you just break up, you don't hear from them again. This situation's different. We're stuck together to the day we die. Do you understand? I can't just switch my feelings off like that sometimes. That's how some women think, okay? So imagine me and you together, I have your child. We decide to break up now, yeah? But we've been together for a couple of years? I'm just giving an example now, yeah? So we come to a mutual ground that we're going to break up.
Yeah.
I might, you might take your child one day to the park and I'm seeing you posting up pictures. That's so cute. You start reminiscing, like what could have happened.
That's
All of this stuff happens that way.
But
do you know what I mean? Feelings might come back, but
that's
you don't want to say anything.
understandable
You don't
because
wanna
it's
say
just
anything.
the beginning of a relationship, and
you don't want to say
9
anything.
times out of 10, a lot of people tend to get back together.
They do.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
But
my
sometimes
thing
it
is
just
this:
cannot work. It can't
when you
work.
break up with a man and you don't have kids,
Yeah.
and compared to when you break up with a man and you do have kids with him,
Yeah.
why is the kid the first thing that you're going to use
Because
to punish
they
the
know
man?
a child will get to you, especially.
But ain't
if
we
you've
trying
got
to
a work.
encourage black men to be
Oh yes.
better active dads?
Oh yes, and black women are
So-
the first person to be like, yes.
So let's talk about, because we always like to go back into our days.
Yeah.
All right.
Of course.
Our mums dealt with your dad might be different. All right, but your dad was like maybe the small minority to the big population that wasn't being active dads.
Okay. Yeah.
He was that small minority. Yeah.
Yeah. He was active.
He was active.
Not
but
perfect.
But this is what we're gonna get to.
Yeah. Okay.
In our mum's days,
Yeah.
the population of men being good dads was huge. No, I mean, the population of dads not being active was huge. The population of men being good dads was small.
Yeah.
But my mum, my aunt, her friend never had their baby fathers around. That baby father will come back around after how many years of being absent?
Yeah, knock on the door.
They'll still open
Yeah.
that door.
Yeah, of course.
Your dad said, go and talk to him.
Yeah. The typical
Why when
go to the door.
dads wasn't being active, it was normal
Yeah.
for men back in the day. So when your dad had kids and he was active, he's a king. My dad and every other dad around that I know of
Yeah.
were deadbeats, okay? Deadbeats and wasn't active, but they had the choice of coming in and out
had
when they
the
feel
choice.
like it.
And then have you noticed that now that you've gotten older, okay, you still had the relationship with your dad. Yeah? However, you learned, you knew who was there for you when he was younger, right?
Yeah, my mum.
Okay.
But my mum still put my dad in front of my face, and it was just an awkward situation.
And you know why she did that?
And then
You know why she did that? She did that out of the respect of, you know what? This is your dad. This is him. Do you get what I mean?
But today's queens or today's mums was raised by their mums.
Yeah.
What has changed for the queens today?
They're not as strong. They're not as strong as our mothers. Because I'll be real, okay, with my scenario, when I was younger, my mum and dad was together. They split for their own reasons, had a divorce, whatever. One has their own story, the other one has the other story. Again, my dad was in my life. He used to take me, occasionally on the weekends. But he wasn't honest about certain things, which my mum could have easily been like, I want to cut you off. Because not only that, you're making my child lie to me about where she was. Do you understand? And my mum could have easily said, you know what?
Yeah.
Lock it off.
What if
But she didn't.
What if she did say that? How long would that have lasted? Or would it been a thing? Come on, do you know what I mean?
It wouldn't have been for that long.
Do you get what I mean?
It wouldn't have been for that long. My mum still was like, see your dad there? Go with your dad.
Yeah, I don't agree with him.
I don't agree with him,
I don't
but
agree with
that's
his
your
ways,
dad.
but that's your dad.
That's how my mum was like, that's your dad. And because at that age, when you're young, your parents can't do no wrong in your eyes. You understand? It's till when you get older and you start preying about certain things, you're like, raw, okay? Do you know what I mean? But my mum still allowed me to go with my dad. Because he's my dad.
You will always deserve to build your own relationship with your dad.
Of course.
Regardless if your mum and your dad has fell out, that doesn't cancel your account with your dad.
Yeah.
Do you understand what I'm saying? And mums have to think about this before you lay down with men. Yeah. And be able to stomach the fact that if this man does you wrong, does that instantly mean he needs to leave his child's life?
No.
That's all we're trying to differentiate.
Yeah.
Do you understand what I'm saying? Now, why do you feel different from the mums that we're talking about? Being a mum. What makes you, take a different route, a different route to what these mums are doing today? Why would you be different? Why are you feeling different? Why would you do different?
Because I feel like things are more in your face.
Yeah.
Things are more put in your face than it was back then.
So what are you not prepared to deal with if you was to do that? Oh, you're not seeing your child. What are you not prepared to deal with?
Just seeing anything being dashed in my face. Who wants to see your ex move on with somebody else? And who wants to see that? You rather not see it. You rather not hear about it.
Yeah, but that's his life, and his life's always going to be
but I'm just saying that I don't want to hear. Yeah, like for instance, my ex has moved on. Do you get what I mean?
Forget that.
But still, I don't see it.
Forget that. What I mean is, if if your child's father was in her life,
Yeah.
but spoke to you disrespectfully at times, he never had respect, or he was a bit of a waste man for time,
Yeah.
or he was a bit of a deadbeat for money, or he just really rubbed you up the wrong way. Like you and his relationship was not A1, even just to be cordial or co-parenting. But he loved his daughter a lot.
Yeah, of course.
Now, we've already differentiated that if you got in your feelings and said he's not going to see his kid, for the scenarios we've just pointed out, nothing legal, you would only be doing that to punish him. Right? Now,
1000%.
if you did that, on the other hand, what's some of the situations you could be facing that you wouldn't, it would hurt you? Now, I'm expecting you to say, when it comes to my daughter answering me questions,
Yeah, of course.
you would want to answer it 100% honest to
Yeah.
her, because you don't mean to punish her, do you?
You don't mean to punish.
So
the
how
kids.
much integrity can these women
They can't
actually
they
be able
don't.
to
They
show
don't.
their daughters? Because what we're going to say is, I told your daddy can't see you because of him just upset me
Some of
and
them
rare.
lie.
Are these, do they
They
still
lie.
women expect their daughters to do the same thing when they have
Oh hell yeah!
a man
But
that
let me give you a
they have a
joke.
kid with?
If the woman has a son now,
Yeah.
this is where women need to wake up. And your son has a child for a girl who stopped seeing him now. What's your argument then?
Yeah. Yeah.
What is your argument then?
Yeah.
What, are you going to stick by your son and say, oh, this girl's out of order? What are you doing then?
Yeah.
Do you understand?
Because you ain't seen your grandchild now.
You ain't seen your grandchild now. So what, again, it's your actions that is overlapping onto the kids. How do you feel when you're there raising a son and your son's coming to you saying, Mum, like, this girl ain't making me see my child, like, I ain't done nothing wrong. As a woman, knowing that what you did to him when he was younger, this is in this scenario, like an example, guys, how do you then support your son after you was that woman? Do you understand? How can you do that?
Yeah, you can't.
You can't. You can't. And this is where ladies need to wake up. Do you understand? Stop thinking about yourselves. It's about the kids. Regardless about how much you hate the guy, how much you can't stand him, yeah? Your child has a bond with this man, yeah? And nothing compares, yeah, to the bond that your child has with their parent, yeah? Right? And we need to stop getting our feelings involved.
Well, you
in
should
certain scenarios.
let her father be independently effing up his own relationship with his daughter.
Thank you. That's exactly what I was trying to say at the beginning. If he's not willing to play the full part of a parent, let him mess up.
Yeah.
When your child gets older, you don't think your child's gonna pull them situations up when she sees when he or she sees their dad, and that ain't gonna pull them up in that situation.
Yeah.
You don't think they're gonna do that? Let him mess up. If that's how he wants to be, let him.
Yeah. Because
Allow
she
him to mess in.
could tell him herself what he did to mess up.
Right.
It's not gonna be, well, my mum told me that
No.
you didn't pay enough money when do you know what? Because we all, as fathers, are gonna have these conversations
You will.
with
And
our
mothers,
children,
and some mothers too.
some mothers too.
Some of it you will. And you know what? And you know where it affects you even more? Yeah? Is when you hear your child say, I felt. Not what mummy said.
Oh, you made
or what-
mum feel.
Oh, you made mum feel.
Because I'm not gonna lie.
Scrap that.
Let's talk about a scenario.
Yeah.
Yeah, because everything that we talk about on this show, like we share our experience, we share our opinions, and we do our best to spread awareness. And if that means that I have to open up and be vulnerable, I will. Do you understand? I'm so good at being an open book.
Yeah.
Now, let's think about a scenario, okay? All my life, well, I haven't been a dad all my life, but since I've been a father, I have been accustomed to, you can't see your kid when a woman's upset. Never when she's happy, okay? And it's just a seesaw effect. Now I'm not gonna act like I never had my actions to affect a woman. Yeah? But we're talking about keeping that between me and you,
Of course.
and allowing me to still be a father. Now my kids at this point were too young to be affected by anything I could say or do.
Yeah. They don't need to know.
To disturb their life.
They
okay?
don't need to know.
And I wasn't doing all the most to disturb their mum's life. It was literally arguments and fallouts, okay? Now, when arguments and fallouts happen, that should be even easier for a man to see his youths, because I don't want to see you just come pick up your kid. Or at the same time, if you don't want to see me, I'm dropping the kids to your sisters, or your sister picks up the kids. We just make arrangements, right? Listen to this.
Are you outside yet? Kids,
Boom.
Your dad's outside.
So I've gone through I've gone through it enough to make it I'm resilient to it now. Okay, I used to cry. You know, like, because you're used to being a father, and it's at first. Let me tell you what happens, and a lot of men can relate to this.
Yeah.
At first, you're hard, you're strong. Do you know what? Let her go on, because they're her kids now.
Yeah.
When it comes to this point, it's, you're not gonna do this to me and my kids. Now I'm only arguing with you.
Yeah.
There's nothing I'm doing to my
So
kids.
why are you bringing the kids involved?
There's nothing I'm doing to my kids until you've made a decision that's gonna affect your kids to try and punish me.
Yeah.
So that talk about, I'm not gonna let you do this to me and my kids and disrespect me and my kids. Now my kids, I never knew women can make kids on their own. So when do you know what I'm saying?
Of course.
Sometimes it becomes my kids. Right?
Yeah.
Men don't ever have that full custody or feeling to call them my kids. Do you understand what I'm saying? We tend to say the kids or the pick me.
But can I quote?
Either way.
When some women do say this in a different scenario, which I do accept, but continue.
Yeah. I mean, that's neither here. I'm going off, all right?
Yeah.
So I became resilient to it.
Yeah.
And I expected it at some points now.
Yeah.
So I would expect it, and I would wait for it to happen, okay?
Yeah.
If she was upset about the weather, I was the weatherman. Do you get what I'm trying to say? It was ridiculous.
Yeah.
Now I ain't seeing my kids, okay? Now I've got to the point where my kids have become teenagers.
Yeah.
Okay? And I never would have felt that what their mum was doing in the past was going to have an impact on them being teenagers now. Because I thought once they were teenagers, you can't tell the kids you're not seeing your dad, because I thought they would have had a problem with the kid.
It's embedded in them.
Do you understand what I'm saying? I would have thought they would have said, you're not seeing your dad, and my kid be like, you're buzzing. Like, I'm going to see my kid. Like, I can phone my aunt. I'm going to see my dad. I can phone my auntie. I can phone my dad. He's coming to pick me up. There's nothing you can do. Yeah? But that ain't the case. Because what happens now, there's a thing called mirroring.
Yeah.
Mums mirror something that the kids will pick up
and mirror back.
Okay? And mirror back.
Hell
Because it's the okay to do this. Alright? So it's like, if their mum gets upset with me nowadays, with them being a teenager, what their mum tends to do is speak around them, and influence with the words she's saying about me, maybe bust a few tears. I don't know how a woman is still able to cry, and me and her ain't been together for years, but because our kids are teenagers now. So how I still can affect you like that, I don't know how. And you need to check what your situation is, all right? Now, my kids now, cut a long story short, will tell everybody else, that they're not talking to me. And I never had a problem with them. Me and their mum had a problem with me. So for my daughters to tell me they're not talking to me because their mum has a problem with me really is a jolting. my daughters will probably block me on a phone that I bought them. Or it's not even that deep, but it is that deep.
Yeah.
Because I'm there for you. I'm not there for your mum. So even what your mum thinks about me buying you a phone is none of her business. Her opinion doesn't matter.
Yeah.
You love your phone, that's all that matters.
Yeah.
But love your phone enough to love your dad and respect him enough to not be treating him like your brethren.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah. Again, us women are emotional creatures.
Yeah.
Yeah? And we're very vocal at some point. And our kids are watching and observing us. Do you understand what I'm saying? Speech is very powerful. And these kids are taking it in from a young age. Do you hear me? And as they're taking it in, it becomes embedded in them.
Yeah.
Yeah? That's why they react the way they react. It's not them. It's what they're hearing.
Yeah.
And it's what they're seeing. Now, when I say about speech, I'm not saying that mothers are out there having one-to-one with their kids, bashing their dads. I mean simple things, yeah? For example, telephone conversations with the brethrens and the aunties and you see that whatless man? And these kids are on the stairs when you think they're sleeping, yeah, in their rooms, and they're hearing all of that. So what do you think is going to happen when they grow up?
Yeah.
They're going to end up hating you.
Yeah.
Do you understand? And that's me being real. That's what I said to my friend the other day, because she was going through the same scenario. I said, watch what you say.
Yeah.
Allow your child to make the decision whether she or he wants to have that
Yeah,
communication
yeah.
with their dad. By you on the phone while the child's watching TV, yeah, you don't think they're hearing the conversation.
Yeah.
You don't think they're picking up on your actions and what you're doing.
Yeah.
Do you understand? Know what you're doing.
So how much does it affect a woman to just be mutual in a sense where if a woman's not talking to the father, if a woman's not talking to the father of their child, why is it so hard for a woman or any woman that's doing what we're talking about to say, look, I might not be talking to your dad right now, but you need to go and still check for your dad.
Do you know what?
Like, why is that not a simple, common moral?
Because some women cannot let go. That's what it is. Yeah? From the moment you're able to do that with your child, you're done.
Yeah.
Do you hear where I'm coming from? If a woman can't do that, she ain't done with you emotionally.
Yeah.
Do you understand what I'm trying to say to you? You see, when I'm done with an ex, I'm done. Yeah? Nothing you do is affecting me. If you're somehow affecting me in any shape, way or form, I'm not done.
Yeah.
And it's worse when you have kids.
Yeah.
Because they're not able to say, you know what, like you said, I'm not with your dad right now. I'm not talking to him, but you need to see your dad. No, they're not going to do that. They're not going to do that. They want you guys to feel pain. And that's me being 100.
Because they know how much the children mean to these men.
They know how much the kids mean to these men.
So
period.
When you have fathers out there, because we're not gonna obviously keep it one-sided.
Yeah.
There's dads out there that truly are just waste men. That don't. The gate's open.
Yeah.
The gate's always open. All right. And there's a little girl, a little boy that knows of a dad that's just waiting for that one day the dad will just flying like Superman.
Now, those men out there, you're idiots.
Okay, but I might be
idiot.
seen as one of them idiots because if I'm not active in my children's life, automatically I get seen as one of them dads. That's an idiot, and I have a reason, a big reason, and it mostly comes down to illness, like the child, the mother of my child having an illness, mental illness. And there's been numerous of times I've tried to be a father in my child's life, but every time I come around, I'm the trigger for her illness. Imagine
Do
that.
you know what? That's deep, what you just said.
I trigger her illness, and it will become in a matter of days. They might have to up her meds. She's not in the right form to look after my child, because there's something about me being there and trying again to be in my child's life. Every time I have to go,
So basically, you triggered something in
I
her.
trigger.
You trigger.
So basically, what the trigger is the fact that she loves to see that I'm involved, but it's not just me being involved in his life, it's me being involved in their life. She will never ever let go of their life.
Yes.
So why it triggers her is because she can't stomach separating that and just allowing me and my child to have that relationship. Yeah?
And you know what that's down to? Trauma that she must have been through in her life.
Yeah.
She must have been through something in her life where she is determined to have that circle locked.
Yeah, and to be honest, she suffers from mental illness, mental health.
And this is the thing, until she actually
And because of that, so to
sorts
cut
that
you,
out, yeah.
I can't be in my child's life.
And
Even
that's
if
not
I
fair for the
wanted to.
kids.
Well,
And
he's
that's
not.
not fair for
Well,
the
my
kids.
child's cried to me sometimes when I've seen him and said, "Why don't you want me?" Now,
Oh,
I can't. How can I explain to him
yeah,
that or her
yeah,
that ain't the case?
yeah.
And literally, you could see and you could tell your mum's not well, and this is what I do to your mum. So there's listen to me. Anyone watching this
Yeah,
will have about a million's opinions about me from different sides of how they know me,
yeah.
and this is why I love this platform.
Because you're able to speak your truth.
I will tell my truth, and if you don't want to hear it, you turn it off.
Yeah, straight.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Straight. And you done it now.
And it's always going to be online for you to have
Yeah.
another try to listen
And you
to
know
it.
what? I respect you for that. And you
My
know
child
why?
will watch this,
Yeah,
and it will be like, well, why would my dad go out his way to do shows online about
because if this is
parenting,
the only way you have to get through and
children?
speak your
Because
truth.
now there's a new added trauma, and that's in me, and that's in
Yeah.
him, and that's in her,
Yeah.
and that's because of what she's going through,
Yeah.
what she goes through.
Yeah,
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
She doesn't let go of that love that she has for me. You understand what I'm saying?
and that's me being real.
Yeah.
And I just want to say, out of respect for you to just come up on this platform
Yeah.
and to speak your truth, a lot of guys out there don't even know how to express themselves in a
Yeah,
certain
listen
way.
to me.
And the fact that you've come on this platform to speak your truth,
Yeah.
I just want to say how amazing you are.
Yeah.
Do you understand? Because there's a lot of guys that what women are doing, right, to these baby fathers, are wrong. And it's creating a lot of mental health issues, and we need to start looking at a bigger picture out here, right? These little figures can affect someone in many different ways, and the fact that you sat here and you just opened up on this platform and said what you said and how you feel, totally give you
Yeah,
all the
man, I'm an
respect
open
for
book.
that. Yeah, talk the thing.
You're gonna be on a podcast now. You're gonna be putting things on silent now. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So let's just. I spread awareness, all right,
Yeah.
and I give my own scenarios, okay, so people can know where I'm coming from, okay. People can have their opinions whether this or that was right. I do this. I do it for that, okay. But children have to learn where their place is, and it has to come from mum and dad.
Yeah.
We could be in hell break loose war, but our morals are where our children stand
Of course.
and where their place is.
Yeah. It's all right there.
God damn, on big podcast. But where
Everything live.
things is things. And where their places
Yeah.
should be a mutual expression.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's not. Do you understand? It's not. Men are not innocent. Women are not innocent.
Yeah.
Alright? But when does it stop? When is the resolution? When is the great examples being shown to us?
And when is the children being put first?
When is the children being put first?
When is the children being put first? And also, I just wanted to say there's other scenarios, you know, like women might stop the dads from seeing the kids due to abuse.
Yeah,
and
we
stuff like
can't
that.
forget things like
and
that.
you know what? I respect everyone that does that because, again, that's you putting your child first, okay? There's all different elements to this. But all I ask is for the true dads that are out there and this is for the women, that you know they're there every weekend to take their children, yeah? And you know they're spending quality time with their kids, yeah? Don't allow anything to come between that, yeah? Because you're not only affecting your mental health by blocking that situation, it comes to your child as well. Do you get me? And this is what I'm saying. It's so important when a child has both parents in their lives.
Yeah.
Because there's some kids out there that don't even have the opportunity to have that.
Yeah.
And the mothers or the fathers will have to answer their kids like, why does mummy or why does it daddy want to come see me? And stuff like that. And so you guys got it lucky. The ones out there, you guys got it lucky. Just work on communicating with, you know, as parents, try and communicate. Try and think of a solution of where you guys can put your feelings aside and put your kids first. Stop being bitter, okay? Stop being this conniving person because it's not affecting you. It's affecting your kids. And it's time for us women to wake up. And not only that, for
It's
the
time for
men.
dads to wake up as well.
The men. I'm sorry for the men, out there that are struggling to see their kids right now.
Yeah.
Yeah? Because of these women stupidness.
And it's just time spending. Like it's not. It doesn't cost you anything.
It doesn't.
It doesn't take anything away from you being a parent, a great mum, anything. You're not being mugged off doing this. If you know you're one with your God, you're doing this for you and your God. Like they'll say, just forgive people for the sake of God. Don't forgive people for the sake of them.
Right, and forgive. I like how you mentioned forgive. Yeah. Do you know how hard it is for a woman now to stick to their morals when it comes to situations like this? So you're strong.
Yeah.
Do you understand? Because there's a lot of women that can be going through the most littlest thing and stop the guy from seeing their child. Yeah? I've heard stories of the most stupidest things ever. Oh, he ain't seen his son because he's going out with this girl, and then I see on there he's take the girl and him went to the park together, and my child's telling me, oh, I met daddy's new friend.
Yeah.
So I was like, who's his friend? But hold up 1 minute, do you have a man round your yard last weekend?
Yeah.
So why is it okay for you to do it, but it's not okay for the dad to do it? Do you understand what I'm saying? This is a scenario. Like, I can't take things like that. Do you understand? So yes, depending on what scenario it is you've been through, there's reasons why it's okay to do it, and there's reasons why it's not okay to do it. However, women, we need to wake up. Yeah, especially over the most pettiest situations. We need to wake up now. Yeah, because we need to understand how it's affecting the kids.
And that's what disappoints me, that we are not able to fulfill a partnership when it just comes to co-parenting.
Yeah.
Take away your love, take away your affection, take away the trust or whatever. Just co-parent.
Co-parent.
You don't need a lot to co-parent.
You don't.
It's just communication. And communication is a form of like tool that we can use without even arguing.
Yeah.
Because the thing that's supposed to be missing is feelings.
Yeah.
If we don't have feelings, we don't have to argue. Do you get what I mean?
And the questions.
If you don't have feelings for your child's father, you won't have time to argue with them.
No, you wouldn't.
How can he get you upset or mad? Mate, do you know what? We'll try again next week because you're not hearing me.
Yeah.
Put your phone down and keep going on being that mother. You're never going to give up giving him the chance to be the father in his life. Only he can give up.
Yeah.
Do you get what I mean?
1,000%.
So how does that make me feel? It just has me resilient.
Yeah.
It builds any of us strong, man or woman.
Mm-hmm.
You grow strong. And at the same time, women get into this situation where they just want to protect their child.
Yeah, they do.
And men just want to get into that situation where they just want to be
in their child's life.
Where, do you know what I mean? So we've covered some bases of how this can stop.
Mm-hmm.
We've already covered why it happens, why sometimes it happens. We're empathizing. You understand? Because everyone's human. But at the same time, we're saying, how do we make this not be the issue anymore for the next generations? Because these kids are having kids younger.
Yes.
Do you get what I mean?
And they're going to think it's okay.
Oh, it's a trend.
It's a trend now. They're going to think it's okay.
I've got a baby. My baby father's a waste man.
Yeah, he ain't seeing a baby.
He ain't seeing his youth.
It's just...
But how much do you mean that? Because you don't need that. You don't need to be on your own.
No, you don't.
Do you understand? And if
You
a man
chose
if a man was worthy enough for you to lie down with him,
yeah.
you still deserve to give him that chance to be a dad. Unless he doesn't want to take that chance. Then there's nothing you can do.
Nothing.
You understand? So definitely this conversation was just one that needed to be had.
It needed to. Because a lot of people don't want to talk about it. And there's a lot of women out there, you know, that are not willing to be 100 about this scenario and say, you know what, I have been that person to be like that.
Yeah.
You need to let it go. Ladies, for us to move on, we need to let it go. Let it go.
Well, get into the comments. We would love to hear your experiences, your opinions, your feedback, your thoughts.
Yeah.
We're doing this for all of us.
Yeah.
Alright? It's Regime Live, it's our live.
Yeah.
We'll be back with some more topics. And we're just going to try and keep it 100 with you people all the time. This is our live. We'll see you soon.
Bye.
Later.